are doing two things for their physical health right now. They're making sure that they are washing their hands, and then they're being proactive with trying to build up their immune system. This is the way that we're doing things right now. We're being both reactive to what is constantly changing and happening before us, and then we're also being proactive, trying to build up our immune system and trying to be mindful of making sure that we're taking precautions so that things don't get worse, or that's what we're supposed to be doing. And so I want to help you guys with that, with how you emotionally respond, because I believe that we need to emotionally be washing our hands and emotionally be building up our immune system. As a licensed counselor, this is what I help people with all the time, is I help them with past hurts and then also help them be proactive with how they encounter things upcoming that are ahead. And so emotionally, we all need to be washing our hands and emotionally building up our immune system. So what that looks like is when you leave a scenario physically, you leave a scenario and you make sure that you rush to the sink or you rush to the hand sanitizer and you're trying to clean all those germs off of your hands. The same thing takes place after you read social media posts, or you interact with people at the grocery store, or you're just around that energy, that negative energy at the grocery store right now, or wherever it is that you kind of encounter anxiety and fear at this moment. Maybe it's a phone call with a friend or somebody who's very high in their intensity at the moment, and you just need to make sure that when you get off of that phone call, when you get to the parking lot of the grocery store, whenever you leave that high anxiety experience, you need to make sure that you separate those emotions, that you emotionally wash your hands. Washing our hands, we do for 20 seconds and we make sure we sing a little song. And emotionally, I want you to do the same thing. When you leave a high anxiety or high anger or any type of high extreme emotion experience, take 20 seconds and just ask yourself the questions: what do I want to feel right now? And then second question, how do I want to respond to this feeling? And then number 3, what decisions am I making that are going to influence the feelings that I want to have? That's the way we take control. That's the way we emotionally buy milk and bread over our feelings of anxiety and any other type of high intense emotions that are occurring or you're experiencing in your life right now. So ask yourself those 3 questions. That's the way we emotionally wash our hands. What do I want to feel right now? How do I want to respond? And then what decisions am I making to influence the feelings that I want to have? The reason we emotionally wash our hands, because if we don't, you will walk away from experiences mirroring whatever it is that you see. Mirroring is the way we emotionally don't wash our hands, because we leave one experience and we don't wash our hands, so we carry that experience and that emotional state into the next experience. So emotionally wash your hands, friends. Second part is, how do we emotionally build up our immune system? Physically, you're doing that by pumping elderberry syrup, and you're doing vitamins, and you're doing all of these things that are nutritious for your body, or you're supposed to be. And we're supposed to be proactive with trying to build up our immune system. Emotionally, we need to be doing the same thing, is that intensities are getting higher and higher when it comes to anxiety, fear, emotional states of panic, different things like that. Everybody's elevating. Whatever was maybe a 3 is becoming a 10 very quickly in your life. And so we need to build up our emotional immunity. How you do that is maintain healthy habits. For some of you, you've been developing healthy habits and you're canceling healthy habits in your life. You're canceling therapy and you're canceling things that people are going out of their way to make sure that we can still give you the treatment and the help and the assistance that you need. Maintain healthy habits. Another one is be active. Be as active as you are able to be. As the restrictions kind of confine you to certain areas, be creative. It doesn't mean that now is the time where you get to write your name on a particular seat on the couch. And I'm telling you, I have a 9-year-old and he's actually done this with an invisible marker. He's written his name so that we couldn't see that his name was written on that part of the couch, but he wanted to claim, this is my seat on the sofa. Do not claim your seat on the sofa. Be active, move around, make sure that every couple minutes, if you're confined to your house, change locations. Don't pick one spot and that be your spot for the day. Do not make one cushion on the couch have your butt imprint on it by the time this isolation is done. Move around, be as active and creatively active as you can be. Third thing for building up your emotional immune system, read things filled with hope. Right now, you're going to be reading things that are filled with fear and uncertainty because people can't give concrete numbers right now. Information and details are constantly changing, so make sure that you are reading things filled with consistent hope while we're in a season of consistent chaos and instability. The other thing I want to encourage you to do is watch things that promote laughter. If you answered those first couple questions when I said monitor what you're feeling and what you want to feel, make sure that you're watching shows and you're watching things and you're looking at videos, whatever it is that you're doing at home, make sure that your sight is filled with things that are helping promote laughter and joy and smiling and just good emotions, positive vibes only. You know, that's the saying right now. And I just want you to make sure that you're watching things consumed with laughter, because if you're wanting to feel a sense of peace, but you're watching shows that are filled with high drama, we're already in a season of high drama, so we don't need more drama in our life. Make sure that you're putting in with your sight and your ears, with all of your senses, how we emotionally build our immune system is make sure you're putting in the feelings that you want to feel. Don't expect your feelings to change if you're not changing what's being consumed in your life. So those are just a couple of my tips to help you guys not just physically wash your hands and build up your immune system, but I also hope as a licensed counselor that I can encourage people to emotionally wash your hands and emotionally build up your immune system.